The Indiana Fever are once again at the center of attention, and not for reasons they'd like. After back-to-back blowout losses, both head coach Stephanie White and veteran guard Kelsey Mitchell are facing heavy criticism from fans and analysts who believe they unfairly placed the blame on Sophie Cunningham. The controversy erupted when comments from White and Mitchell seemed to suggest that Cunningham's defensive struggles and poor shot selection were costing the team valuable possessions. What happened next has become a storm of backlash directed at the coach and star guard. Basketball is a team game, and no single player is ever fully responsible for a loss, especially not blowouts. But the way White and Mitchell framed the team's struggles made it sound like Cunningham was at the heart of the problem. Fans were quick to respond, flooding social media with posts defending her and calling out the unfairness of singling her out. Sophie was brought in because of her toughness, grit, and ability to bring veteran leadership. She has a reputation for being a fighter on the court, someone who can change the energy of a game with her hustle and competitive edge. Instead of highlighting those strengths, she's now being painted as the scapegoat, and many believe that's a huge mistake. One fan summed it up by saying, "You don't fix a team problem by blaming one player. Sophie's not the one drawing up plays or managing substitutions. That responsibility falls on coaching." Another added, "If Kelsey Mitchell wants to point fingers, maybe she should look at her own inconsistencies before calling out Sophie." These reactions capture the growing frustration among fans who believe the Fever's problems run much deeper than one player's performance. To be fair, Cunningham hasn't been perfect. Her shooting has been streaky, and at times her defense has broken down. But she's far from the only Fever player struggling. Kelsey Mitchell herself has been questioned for disappearing in big games, and White's coaching decisions have been a talking point for weeks. This raises the obvious question, why is Sophie the only one being held accountable? Analysts believe it might be an attempt to deflect attention away from leadership shortcomings, but if that's the case, it's backfiring badly. The WNBA is too competitive for locker rooms to be divided, and this kind of public finger-pointing can create cracks in team chemistry that are hard to repair. For a team that's trying to build its future around Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, unity is essential. They can't afford a fractured locker room or a culture where players feel like they'll be thrown under the bus after losses. Cunningham has proven in the past with the Mercury that she can be a solid contributor when trusted in her role, but no player thrives in an environment where they're made into the scapegoat. Now, the spotlight is firmly on Stephanie White and Kelsey Mitchell. Fans want accountability, not excuses. They want to see leaders step up, take responsibility, and inspire growth, not tear down teammates. If the Fever are serious about building a winning culture, they'll have to repair this situation fast. Because at the end of the day, blaming Sophie Cunningham for blowout losses isn't just unfair, it's a distraction from the real issues holding this team back.